Welcome back to Poppin' Sodas. I'm Derek, and today we have our first viewer suggestion drink, Moxie Original Elixir. Moxie is the oldest carbonated beverage in the United States, dating all the way back to 1876, and the company was a state in 1884. It actually became the official soft drink of Maine back in 2005. It's actually been owned by Coca-Cola since 2018. It is considered the oldest continuously produced soft drink in the United States, and there is also a diet option for you if that's your thing. People have referred to it as a bitter tasting root beer flavor, which is interesting to me. If you've been following along, root beer is my favorite kind of soda, so a bitter root beer sounds kind of crazy, but that's what people kind of commonly refer to it as. It's flavored by the gentian root extract, which is used a lot in herbal medicines. It was actually created as the Moxie nerve food originally, so it was medicinal in purposes, and it was intended to help against things like paralysis and softening of the brain and insomnia, which, we'll see if that helps me out or not, because I have insomnia. It is not fun. The word Moxie means courage, daring, and determination. So there you go. That's Moxie Original Elixir, the oldest soft drink, the oldest carbonated drink in the United States. So we're going to go ahead and pop this soda, thanks to Ryan for the suggestion, and we'll see how it tastes. All right, let's go ahead and pop this soda. Hey, not a twist off. Just a moment. Let's try that again. So, normal kind of cola-looking fizz, cola-looking color. It's very cola-esque. So any of you cola fans out there, root beer looks a lot like this too, though sometimes the fizz is a little lighter on root beers. Wow, that is a strong smell. I can smell the bitterness. It's like a ginger. It smells like a ginger beer or a birch beer, which is surprising, but that's what it smells like. Wow. Cheers. It's not that bitter. Kind of at the end, there's like a bite at the end that's a bitterness to it, but it's actually fairly sweet up front. It definitely starts sweet and gets bitter as you go. Yeah, so this is really interesting. So it tastes really good while you're drinking it, and then it leaves kind of this dry, bitter aftertaste that kind of builds as you stop. So like it's getting stronger as I'm here talking to you, which is just kind of a weird concept. It's got some sweetness to it, like the old classic colas that were made 100 years ago. It's got some bite to it that is similar to ginger beer and birch beer, so it definitely has that. And then that bitterness is really, it's like a root bitterness that I'm not overly familiar with, I'm going to be honest with you. So it's a strange combination. It tastes like an old-fashioned cola mixed with a ginger or birch beer with some type of herb bitterness at the tail end of it. That's the best way to describe it. It's not horrible. It's really not. I could definitely understand why this wouldn't be like an everyday drinker for people if you don't care for that bitterness. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's actually pretty good, but it wouldn't go with everything. You'd want this to go with something that, pairs well with the less sweet, the more bitter type of things, or maybe the sweetness helps take that edge off. Definitely an older style drink though. They don't really make them like this much anymore. So they've kept to an older style, which I can appreciate. All right, well, that's it. Moxie Original Elixir. You can get it at moxiedrink.com. It is very popular up in New England, especially in Maine. But thanks again to Ryan for the suggestion, our first viewer suggestion. If you have any suggestions for drinks that you'd like me to taste test on Poppin' Sodas, let me know. Reach out. You can go to popandsodas.com, find all of our links, including our new episode guide. So go check all those things out. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Pop and Sodas. I'm Derek. We'll catch you next time.